Hi everybody, Robin here again. So this is just kind of a chit chat, what's up with me type of video. I again have been absent, and it wasn't really a conscious thing. It was just, I think I needed a break from everything for a while. And then I had a little bit of an episode last week, and I thought I would just share that with you. So a little backstory if you're not familiar. My parents both have cancer, dealing with that, dealing with a job at a university that can sometimes be stressful, especially in the spring when we have our annual performance reports due. So that's all been kind of going on and building up for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, something like that. And you know, after a while something's got to give, and something gave in me big time. A couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago, I was having a hard time falling asleep. My heart was going like 1,000 miles an hour. I felt like it was jumping out of my chest. I was having some allergy problems, had taken some cough medicine, and then all my normal nighttime medication. So I thought, okay, maybe it was some kind of clash between the cough syrup and the stuff that I normally take. So I didn't take any of it the next night, and I was fine. Everything was fine. So I thought, okay, it was some weird reaction to the medication. Fast forward to last Monday and Tuesday. Monday night, I was having a really hard time falling asleep. My heart again was just going 100 miles an hour. The time before when it happened, if I rolled over on my back, it stopped. You know, it slowed down. I wasn't having problems breathing, and so I was able to take nice deep breaths and just kind of calm my heart down, and everything was fine. But Monday, it didn't really happen. I got very fitful sleep. I kept waking up I don't know what I was thinking. So then I thought, okay, I had again started taking a different medication. I take slow niacin at night, and my doctor told me to keep me from flushing to take the low dose aspirin. Well, I hadn't done that in forever and a day. So I picked some up. And that was the first night I took the low dose aspirin. So I thought, okay, it's the aspirin, I'm not going to take it. So the next night, I just took my normal stuff, didn't take the aspirin. And it happened again. And I got like no sleep. I thought I was having a heart attack. And I don't know why I didn't just get up in the middle of the night and go to the hospital. I kept trying to talk myself out of it. And I did. And so when my alarm went off, I text my boss and some of my coworkers saying, you know what, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I'm going to be a little bit late. And then my heart was still racing. So I decided, you know what, I need to go to the doctor. I need to go to the hospital. So I got in the car. Well, I took a quick shower. Threw on some sweats, and drove to the hospital. There's one, I don't know, like maybe 1.5 miles from my house. So I'm pretty lucky that it's really close. And I got in there, and there was only 3 people in the emergency room. So I was seen right away. Told them the list of everything that had been going on. My blood pressure was high. One of the admitting nurses asked if I was under stress, and I was like, a little bit. He said, because you look like a spring that's about to just explode. So he said, you know, I think it's probably stress related more than anything else, but you know, we'll run all the tests just to be sure. So they gave me a cup to pee in. They told me I wasn't allowed to drink my water, and so I went and sat down, and I wasn't even sitting. I was sitting long enough to text my boss to let her know that I decided to go to the ER instead. And then they called me back for an EKG. So I was texting her, you know, letting her know, you know, she's like, let me know what's going on. And so, because she was on our way to Arizona for something for work. So it's like all this crazy stuff going on. So did my EKG, went back out into the lobby, and then they came and got me for blood work, which it was like I would sit down for maybe 3-4 minutes and then they'd come and get me again. Well, I was in there getting my blood drawn. Another person came in to get me and he said, well, I need to see her next. I was like, dang. So they took 5 vials of blood. And I was like a freaking geyser. Blood was going everywhere. I got blood on my pants. I'm glad I was just wearing some nasty old sweatpants, and I had blood all over the chair that they sit you in and everything. Because I think probably because my blood pressure was so high. And then he was also having to keep his finger on the thing to keep my vein from popping it out. Because my vein kept rejecting the little, they were calling it a catheter that was in my arm. So, then I went back out to the lobby. They came and got me and did my chest x-ray. And I figured if something came back crazy on the EKG, they would have like rushed me to like the heart triage ward or something right away, but they didn't. And so I went back to the lobby after the chest x-ray, and then they came and got all my insurance stuff. And while she was typing my insurance information, they took me back to see the doctor. So I mean, everything was just moving right along, and which shocked the hell out of me. But I went in to see the doctor, and he said, you know, everything came back fine. Your EKG was clear. Your chest x-ray was fine. They tested my blood for all kinds of things. I finally was able to give the urine sample it was right after the chest x-ray. And they tested, you know, my salt levels and everything in my urine, because that can sometimes cause your heart to have palpitations. And they tested me for blood clots in my lungs, because he said that can also cause your heart to have palpitations. Nothing. All came back fine. So he brought up the stress thing again too, and he asked me, you know, what is it that's going on? And I kind of explained some of what was going on. And my dad started his new chemo last week too. He was starting it on Wednesday. So, you know, that was all going on in my mind. And he said, I think you're having anxiety attacks at night. And he said it's not uncommon. He said, you know, people go through their normal day and then everything just hits them boom at night when they're trying to decompress. And he asked me, you know, when does it happen? And he said, are you thinking a lot of things at once? And I said, I'm actually trying to clear my head when it's happening. And, you know, it just, my heart will just, it's like a bongo drum. And I feel like my whole body's shaking. I mean, I almost felt like I was waking up from earthquakes. I actually said that. I said, you know, I woke up and I thought there was an earthquake going on, and my heart was going really fast. And in my dream, I was dreaming that I was in an earthquake. So I figured, oh, you know, my heart was racing because of the dream, you know, your adrenaline and everything. And he said, well, it's not actually anything with your heart. It is the panic attacks or anxiety attacks or whatever you want to call them. And so he prescribed me Xanax. So I'm on the lowest dosage of Xanax. He said it's the equivalent of like half a glass of wine. I'm on a lower dose than my mom is. But so it's one of those take as needed. He only gave me 16 pills. So he told me I had to make an appointment with a doctor, but my family doctor stopped taking my insurance. So he gave me some recommendations. Unfortunately, none of them took my insurance either. So I did find somebody. I prefer an internal medicine person. And so I did find an internalist who takes my insurance. And so I have an appointment next Monday. So hopefully I can get some of that straightened out. And they mentioned a couple times that my blood pressure was up, which I don't know if that's just because I was in the hospital or if my blood pressure is actually, you know, elevated. So I need to get that checked out as well. So I'm trying to get my health under control. I have let my health go by the wayside while worrying about my parents, and it's just kind of snowballed. And My mom remembered several years ago, I told her I was waking up in the middle of the night and I felt like someone was sitting on my chest and holding me down. And I straight up thought I had demons in my house. Like, I was pulling some chip coffee, psychic kids, talking to the demons to get them the hell off me type of stuff. And my mom said that when I told her what I was having, that she started researching it, and that is actually a form of panic attack or anxiety attack that you can have in your sleep, is you wake up and you feel like someone's pinning you down and you can't move. So she said, you know, this has been happening to you for a while. It's just been very slow to come to head to where, you know, you're having the heart problems and stuff. So, which I don't really have any heart problems. Everything's fine with my heart, thank God. Because heart problems do run on my dad's side of the family. So that's what had me really scared. My dad has a pacemaker. His sister had a heart attack, I don't know, like 4 years ago, something like that. So, you know, of course, you're telling yourself in your head, oh shit, I'm having a heart attack, and that's making the anxiety attack even worse. But, so that's what's been going on with me. I'm trying to get myself under control. I'm also going to get my thyroid rechecked because I haven't done anything with it for years. So, and I was on medication for it before. And I think that might be part of my lethargy problem as well. So hopefully all my ducks will be in rows and I will be a-okay. You know, I take better care of my car than I do of myself. You know, I just bought new tires for my car. So, you know, I need to buy some new tires for myself. And hopefully I'll get that situated soon. So thank you all for listening and watching. And if you have any questions about panic attacks or any of the stuff that I've been going through, you can go ahead and ask me. My mom has had anxiety attacks my whole life. Like, she had really bad anxiety attacks when I was little. And so I think I was trying to convince myself that I wasn't having them because I didn't want to feel weak. And because I needed to be strong for them. So, but it isn't a weakness. It's something that can be controlled if you take care of it. And but if you let it go uncontrolled, it can be a serious health issue. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. See you soon. Bye.